like this.
Whenever you get
give
this
it to me in
requested,
stages.
I want to make sure it's filled.
Yes.
Because
give
if
it to me
I
in
miss
stages,
something
Craig.
And it's I don't want you to be like, oh, I got this FOIA delivered, and then 3 months down the line we find some other random report that I didn't find, and you'd be like, well, you failed to deliver this FOIA, and this has mentioned it, and now it's an ACR.
I'm gonna.
You know how things can get, right?
No, I don't, because I would have impeached Angel, Hart, Dark, Jesse, Daisy the Caucus, and a lot of other people, of which we have 50 to 80 pages of impeachment and ACRs that we didn't push, because I do think that some people should be afforded some leg room, and sometimes I think it's not politically advantageous or whatever it may be. I will tell you right now, Craig, and you have my word, and I appreciate you coming and letting me know these things face to face, because this is the first conversation I've actually had with Marshall about getting this done. I will tell you that and I'll tell you exactly what I told McNee, which he relayed to the Marshals, is that I am perfectly fine with it being given to me in parts over a course of, say, a week, where the first is here are all the ones that are the easy search, right? And then here are the ones, a couple days later, the ones that we did this. So that way it's not only a record, but it's, I'm giving you guys, I gave them the leg room. I get it, right? But obviously it doesn't take 6 weeks. With that being said, my recommendation is, after you go through it, have someone circle back on it, and double check for you. Now, I will tell you, from a grander scope, there was always a bigger intention behind the FOIA. Number one, it wasn't just transparently, it was to find out why marshals were following me around using drones for God knows what over a privileged conversation with my client. And it then spurred into what the fuck else have they been doing, given the context of the conversations I heard around it, hence the 4 months. Yeah. And it then turned into, this is a baseline. If the mayor cannot get his FOIAs, who the fuck should ever expect to get theirs? Right?
Exactly.
And so as you do this exercise, I will use the exercise and your knowledge to help give feedback back to get better tools in place.
Yeah.
Even if that means an external tool. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, and I know it sounds like I'm I'm trying to make excuses on not to do it. And I hope you understand that's not what I'm trying to do.
I know you're not. Yeah.
You don't have I wanted to have this face-to-face to make sure it was clear. I want to fulfill this request for you. But I also want there to be an understanding that I'm going to do the best I can, and there is a chance I'm going to miss something. And I hope you take me at my word when I say it is all done in good faith. That if I miss something, it's not in bad faith. No matter if it comes up as well, you should have found this. Man, there's no reason you shouldn't have found this. Our search system sucks.
Craig.
Right now, when I'm searching for, if I put in Nino in
Craig,
the search bar right now, the first result
Look.
comes back from March. It's not even coming back in chronological order for some reason. It's a March result. And
Craig,
then
look
it's
at
a
me.
December
Craig,
result.
look at me.
And then it's an October result.
I don't judge people unless they give me a reason to judge them. You know what I mean? You haven't once given me the impression that you're going to do some shit just to fuck someone over. So I absolutely appreciate you being transparent about it. And like I said, for save myself and you the headache, do it in pots and just, at the top of it, just note what the thing was. And if there's a gap, there's a gap. You know what I mean? And if I notice there might be a gap, I can help point you at it. And this can maybe extrapolate from this what better tools are necessary, to help people in the future.
Basically just give me the benefit of the doubt and have a face-to-face. If something comes up with it, just give me the benefit of the doubt. I promise I'm trying to do this in good faith.
I agree. In fact, I'm going to do you even more solid. Is the date of the FOIAs was the date of issuance, right? To that day back, I'd like to request FOIA number 3, which is that date, the appropriate range up until today, if you could.
Well, I mean, I've already pulled 42 reports from all the way back from oh god, what is it? January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August until now.
What do you wait on me?
That mention you. So I've had to do a bunch of different search terms because whenever you do like the filters, where it's like, oh, filter everything that mentions Nino as a citizen.
I'm
filter
just gonna stand over here and think about something for a minute.
Cops do not really regulate. They don't follow a standard. So you're like in some reports you are attached as a cop. Some reports you're attached as a criminal, but then it's only because they accidentally.
Hey, I'm in the mayor's office with Marshall. If you want to come through.
Al-Sab is requesting you to be a character witness at his felony diversion hearing.
Al-Sab?
Alfonso Sebastian.
Oh my god. Sabo. Okay. I'll be down in just a moment. Is he already there?
Yeah, he's here.
All right.
All right.
In a minute.
Bye.
Oh my god.
What happened?
I got to go to a courtroom in a little bit. Sorry, Craig.
No, you're good. But yeah, like I was saying, it's cops in general are kind of not using the system correctly. And so there are things like reports that got accidentally promoted to incident reports.
Mm-hmm.
And then, do you need me to log it? No, there you go.
Yeah. Good evening, man, Nino.
Hey, how you doing?
Okay, thank you.
Hey, Judge Maury.
Hey, we got someone else, so you don't need to come if you don't want to.
Oh, thank fucking God. Because I would not. I'd have to have Tilly stand next to him with a pool and show that he doesn't do it anymore.
Do what?
Never mind.
All right.
Okay. All right. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. See ya.
Bye.
Anyway. So I searched for Nino. I searched you. Some of them you were attached as a cop. Some of them you were attached as a citizen. Some of them you were attached as a criminal, and some of them were just like people put you in the most random spots in the report. But then some of them don't use your name at all. Like some of them only put your name in the body of the report, Nino, and so they didn't link it whatsoever. So I had to go manually dig through a bunch of reports to find them. And then it gets even worse, where some of them didn't even use your name whatsoever. They just say the Los Santos mayor. And then they spell it wrong.
Oh my
God! I found some of them where they spell it M-A-Y-O-R, some that spell it M-A-Y-E-R, some that spell it M-E-Y-E-R. And so I've been having, like I said, I'm trying my best to find every report where you're mentioned, but cops are at a third grade education level in some forms.
Can you look up dictator
really
and see if it comes up on that?
Yeah.
I think I'd get more Angel if I look for dictator.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
But it's like, you understand what I'm saying when I'm trying to say, like, it is really fucking hard to find some of these because people don't always just call you Nino, and then some of them call you Mr. Chavez, so then I have to go back and find Chavez and all the horrible misspellings of Chavez because...
Oh. There are people that think my name is Sanchez, by the way.
Yeah, there are Sanchez. There are Chavez with an S at the beginning.
I have you as Nico in my phone.
Mr. Shaves has been I found a
Oh,
one or two of those.
Yes, that's an old one. Yep.
And I'm trying my best. Now to export all these files is kind of a nightmare.
Yeah.
You can't see referenced reports, right? No, because if it's in a report type you can't see, it won't populate.
Right.
So it's going to be kind of a pain in the ass to manually go through every single one of these and export them. I'm going to try my best, and then I have to...
After you do this entire exercise, can you produce me a document that outlines algorithmically what would be an ideal solution to a tool, even if used externally by chief, marshals, etc., where you could turnkey dump stuff based on keywords, which or something, whatever that solution may be, and I can see if I can pass it forward as well. Because
I mean, I will tell you a more helpful tool would be a way for us to just share with you in like a mass folder where we can create an index.
And that's what I want you to think through
everything.
And put on paper whatever you think is a good way to go about it, as well as your thought process. And I'll do my best to bring it forward. Because, like I said,
yeah, you'll forget.
There's going to be people like before I was, I was practicing law before mayor, and there was a lot of cases where I did have to go and request months of reports when criminal negligence of firearm was a charge being pressed warrant-wise, right? So this isn't something that this is an odd request. It's one that most lawyers should be requesting. First off, CNOF is dog shit to begin with, but that's a whole nother story. But
CNOFA,
yeah,
I mean it's dog shit in the way that you can't defend it against it right now because no cops will take your report.
You can't defend against it, but it's equally difficult to press charges on it. The whole thing is a logistical legal nightmare and can be simplified likely through certain means like a database, oh my God, of like every weapon that is purchased and the tape and shit. And so if everyone could see it, you could know when that fire, like, damn, that, because why put man hours behind a multi, like, yeah, anyways, don't worry, I'm cooking.
Yes.
Yep.
No, every time you purchase a gun from ammunition, it should be immediately registered to a centralized database.
Yes, or I got an even easier solution. You ready for this? The state records show the purchase with the serial number in the transaction log.
Yeah, well, there's the problem, too, is right now you can purchase from ammunition with cash, and so there is no record ever.
Not if there's a $1 transaction. But, Craig, I want to...
Yeah.
I got to chat with Daisy. I know she's on limited time, so... look, as soon as you're able to get some slices, please send them my way. It would be very helpful. I'm not going to be back till Saturday, just FYI. So
I got you. That's all right because I'll be busy this weekend too. But I'll try to get you what I might try to do is just get you a document that has all of the reports in like a list, so you can kind of.
I appreciate that.
Go through them and stuff.
And just so you're not, this doesn't hit you. I did recommend a writ against Director Angel and Daisy the Caucus. This was over a week and a half ago, and I think that is in progress. So know that it's been in progress for a while, and it's not a reflection of what you're doing, but rather the establishment that led to it going this far. So
yeah, I'm just doing my job as the best I can right now until they tell me I don't have a job. So
all right, hey, appreciate you.
Well. All right. Take care, Mr. Mayor.
Yep. You take care.
Everybody.
Bye.
All right.
Bye, all.
Have a good day.
Give me just 60 seconds while I refill this coffee.
Mhm.
All right. 44 reports?